What's up, boxing fans? This is TBE Boxing. Back at you again. Today's topic, Crawford versus Canelo. Turki's law. There's only one law in the jungle. When the lion is hungry, he eats. Let's top it up. See what it's all about.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak.
On my life.
And he stayed at 147.
You would not stop me. You would not stop me.
Okay.
You're crazy. Be careful what you're smoking on. Hey.
Got the money for minutes, pretty bitch, gotta show me titties. This is the life that I chose, huh? On the block with the pole, huh? This is the life that I chose, huh? On the block with the pole, huh? Still lucky for riches, huh? And I got the glitz, you gonna ball me, I'ma make you get it. I'ma make you get it.
Okay, boxing fans, let's talk some boxing. So, we have a lot to talk about today. So, we're not going to waste a lot of time. We're going to go straight to the receipts. We're going straight to the videotapes. Check it out.
There's only one rule in this fucking jungle. When the lion's hungry, he eats.
Okay, so there it is. The lion has eaten. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the lion roars. So Turki Alalshikh has laid down the law, and now the fight between, actually the fight of the decade, probably the fight of the century, is on between Terence, Bud Crawford, and Saul Canelo Alvarez. The fight is on. Now, we all saw some news recently that this fight was supposed to be off. And, there were rumors going around that there was going to be a fight with Jake Paul instead of the Canelo Crawford fight. I didn't really put too much into that. I didn't respond to that rumor. I basically took a wait-and-see attitude to see what was going to come next, because the way that news just came out abruptly was, to me, kind of strange. So I decided to take a wait-and-see attitude, and sure enough, several hours after that, the real news came out that the fight was on. Now, there's a lot of haters out there, who hate Crawford. They hate boxing, really. They claim they're boxing content creators, but they really hate boxing. They're not really fans of boxing so much as they're fans of racial hatred. They just hate Crawford or, whatever. If they're not hating on Devin Haney, they're hating on Crawford, they're hating on somebody. And basically, this is what they do. So, naturally, one of the top haters on YouTube, Punch Drunk Boxing, when the fight was announced, when it was announced that the fight between Bud Crawford and Canelo was off, he was one of the first people to jump out there and celebrate. Take a listen.
Holy moly, guacamole. Ladies and gentlemen, the ultimate mismatch fantasy fight of Terence Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez is off. Finito. Garbage. Basura. Down the compactor. The boxing guys has listened to your boy Punch Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Woo! Shout himself. Oh, man. I'm proud of you, Canelo Alvarez. I'm proud. Now we talking. All the videos and all the lives really got back to Canelo Alvarez and be like, Punch Drunk Boxing, he's my friend. He is my friend. He's telling me the truth. This no good fight. This no good. This no right. This is a horrible fight. But a good fight. It's Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez. Yes, that's the fight. That's the number one fight. That's the number one fight that Turki Alalshikh need to invest in. Put all that money, all that power, and give Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez the type of fight that he cannot refuse. Yes. Now, let's get down to real boxing.
Well, that's enough hating for one video. All right, so there it is. You saw him. He was celebrating, calling it a garbage fight. The fight is off, this, that, and the other. He was happy. Now, the problem I have is this. I can understand people not wanting, Crawford to fight Canelo for, good reasons. Not hating, not just being a hater. If you have a good reason, then, so be it. But, most of these guys have no real good reason. They keep claiming that Crawford is doing a money grab, okay? He's doing remember, Crawford is a top pound-for-pound fighter of this generation. But they're saying that he's doing a money grab by trying to fight Canelo. That's the only reason he wants to fight Canelo. Not because he can win or he thinks he can win. He just wants the money. But nobody had any problem when it was announced that the fight was off. Nobody had any problem with Canelo, making a money grab with Jake Paul, right? And Jake Paul is not even a real boxer per se, okay? So, but nobody had a problem with that. It's okay for Canelo to make a money grab. Oh, Canelo's going to make $300 million with Jake Paul. Instead of fighting Crawford, he can fight Jake Paul and make $300 million. Yeah, the biggest fight, it's the biggest fight in boxing. I mean, this thing is so pathetic. I mean, these people are pathetic. They're not really fans of boxing, okay? Punch Junk and people like that, they're not really fans of boxing, okay? They're man fans, basically, okay? So, luckily, all of that fighting being off was basically a smoke screen. A lot of people got exposed, left out there like Punch Junk, okay? Made him look like a fool, which, deservedly so, okay? And so, after it was announced again that the fight was back on again, okay, which I don't think it was ever off in the first place. When it was announced that it was back on again, now Punch is done turned on Canelo now, and now let's just take a look at what some of the stuff you're saying about Canelo, because supposedly Canelo betrayed La Raza. Okay, he's no longer, Canelo basically, because Canelo is not running or not, going along with his, with Punch Junk's race narrative or his racial narratives. Now, Canelo is a traitor. I mean, this guy is off the chain.
Holy moly!
So let's take a look at some of these members. See, here it is. If you look over here on the right hand side, okay, a day ago, he made 4 videos in one day. So he was celebrating that the fight was off. You hear he said it's off. Canelo declines to fight Crawford. Then he made another video after that saying why Canelo trashed Crawford for Jake Paul. So he was full into the Jake Paul. He was happy as a pig in shit. So there he is. Okay, Canelo trashed Bud, right? And then when the news broke, after he done ran with his narratives, when the news broke, here's his other video he came out with. Sell out. Canelo abandons La Raza after signing 4-fight deal. And then his latest video, here we go. Now he's saying that slave to Turkey. Turkey owns Canelo. Jake Paul calls Canelo an owned slave. There was something that came on Twitter with Jake Paul saying that Canelo ducked him. I mean, this guy is full of nonsense. How come Canelo duck you? You're not even a real boxer. What are you talking about? I mean, these guys are. I don't know what the hell is going on with these people, man. I mean, they talk about being delusional. So he's claiming that, Canelo ducked him. Now, remember, Turki Alalshikh had been trying to make this fight between Crawford and Canelo for almost a year or more now. And how is it that Jake Paul think he can just jump in and just sign a deal with Canelo, while Turki is trying to make a deal with Crawford and Canelo? I mean, that kind of business is not good business, okay? You're going to try to jump in and snatch a deal out from under Crawford and Turki when they've been trying to work on that deal for a year. So, you got what you deserve, basically, okay, which is nothing, okay? So I'm glad that everything worked out with Crawford and Turki. you know, this guy, because at the end of the day, trying to jump in that deal with what Jake Paul was doing, he wasn't just going after Turkey, he was going after Crawford as well, okay? He's trying to take food out of Crawford's mouth, okay? And this guy thinks he's a real boxer. I mean, I don't have nothing against Jake Paul. I mean, you know, I'm not one of those guys that say, oh, he's bad for boxing or you shouldn't do what he's doing, okay? I mean, you know, everybody do what they do. But you got to stay in your lane, bro, okay? Simple as that. You can't just jump up and decide that you want to, you know, go after or go against the pound for pound king. What are you, crazy? So you got what you deserve. You know, no shade on Jake Paul, but you deserve what happened, and that's the way it should be, and it turned out the way it was supposed to. So much for that. So as you can see, there's a lot of hating going on with Crawford, right? So this is the guy that they wanted Crawford, they wanted Canelo to fight. Okay? Jake Paul. Oh man, this is hilarious. So this is the guy I think Canelo induct him. Yeah, so you know, it is, I mean, Jake Paul is hilarious, man. It is what it is. So yeah, so everything is back on schedule. The fight is on. You know, all the haters have been put in their place. Okay, the punished junks and the Jake Pauls of the world. You know, the hypocrites. So now we're gonna get a real fight. You know, coming up in September. Now the rest of those fights in that card that they put out, I'm not so sure about those fights. You know, Bruno was Saras, the guy that beat, you know, the guy that knocked out Munguia, basically looked like a lucky punch. So he's on the list, and you know they have some other people on the list, but I don't think any of those fights are probably going to happen, because I'm thinking that the first fight in May, whoever is fighting in May, that will happen, I would think. But after that, you know, he's going to fight Crawford in September. There's Canelo. So if he fights Crawford in September, he's going to lose that fight, and then he's going to want a rematch. So they're going to fight again twice. So those 4 fights, I would see 2 of those fights with Crawford. So once he loses to Crawford 2 times, I'm not sure who Canelo is going to fight after that. So you know, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But it'll be, you know, interesting to see who he's going to fight first in May, or who the fight is going to be in May. So I guess we'll all have to wait around and see, you know, how that turns out. Right? So yeah, so now that we are back on schedule with this fight, things are looking up, things are looking good, and so you know, looks like I don't know what really happened between Canelo and Jake Paul. If all that was the smoke and mirrors between Jake Paul and Canelo, maybe they was trying to get more money out of Turki Alalshikh, or maybe they were trying to get an extra fight in there. It was a 3-fight deal that was proposed at first, and now we're seeing that it's a 4-fight deal. So it looks like, you know, Canelo wants to work with the Sheikh, which, I mean, I don't blame him for wanting to do that. I mean, you're making good business, why not? Okay, you know, from all I can see so far, the Sheikh, Turki Alalshikh is doing, you know, good thing for boxing. Okay, and you know, all of these fake boxing fans who are, you know, hyping up the Jake Paul versus Canelo fight, and I was so glad that the real boxing match between Crawford and Canelo was off, but they was ready to support and push the fake boxing match between Jake Paul and Canelo. I mean, these people are a disgrace to boxing, man. I mean, you know, and there were so many of them just jumped up and so hyped. Oh yeah, the fight is off. Yes, now we're gonna have a real fight. We're gonna have Jake Paul, the biggest fight in boxing. Yeah, the biggest fight in boxing, Jake Paul and Canelo. I mean, how can these people be real boxing fans? They can't. Okay, so luckily, you know, the Terence Crawford, the Iceman, Bud Crawford, and the Sheikh, Turki Alalshikh, prevailed, and they were able to pull off, one of the biggest deals in boxing. So here we have Crawford, and Canelo in one of the biggest deals in boxing. Again, we see that Crawford has come through with the money for Canelo. Okay, basically that's what it comes down to. Crawford is giving Canelo the biggest payday of his life. Okay? And, you know, instead of these so-called fake fans be happy for Canelo, they're now calling Canelo a traitor. Okay? I mean, you know, you can't win for losing, man. So, you know, all I can say is congratulations to both guys, Canelo and Crawford, for making this big deal. They're both going to do, you know, quite well from this deal, you know, and that's, you know, that's what it's all about. So, yeah, congratulations to both guys. And, you know, for the race, for the race fans and the fake fans and the punch drunks of the world, you know, they got what they deserve, which is nothing, okay? They're going to have to sit, excuse me, they're going to have to watch Crawford go in there and, you know, fight Canelo in September like he wants to do, and he's been planning for, you know, probably for years, you know, planning this fight. So, yeah, congratulations, bud. Congratulations, Canelo. So, so yeah, the boxing world, you know, has been turned on its head, basically. You know, I'm glad to see what the Turki Alalshikh is doing for boxing, because you can bet your bottom dollar that if it wasn't for the Turki Alalshikh, we'd be watching Jake Paul and Canelo next. Okay, more than likely. And then after that, you probably get Jake Paul and McGregor, you know, or something like that. So thanks to the Sheikh, thanks to Turki Alalshikh, we're gonna get real boxing as opposed to fake boxing. Okay, and I'm very happy about that. Okay, all of these haters, you know, I mean, I don't know what they're going to do between now and September. The haters took an L. I mean, they're right now, these haters are probably stewing in their own gook. I mean, these guys are, I mean, oh man, it's so funny. So yeah, the haters, you know, took an L, so a big L, and Crawford is, you know, at it again, getting ready to take on Canelo and, you know, take his titles at 168 pounds. Me for one, I can't wait for this fight to happen. Yeah. All we gotta say is thanks to the Sheikh. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Okay, simple as that. So yeah, congratulations to both guys for this fight. I'm glad it's finally coming through. The fight is signed, okay, and so there shouldn't be no more issues about what's going to happen. We get to see the biggest fight of the century. What we are actually witnessing is we're living through and witnessing history in the making with this fight. This is going to be a historic fight, okay, and once this fight is over with and they have the rematch, because I'm pretty sure Crawford's going to win the first fight, and then we'll see if Canelo is able to win the second fight, but I don't think so. So at the end of the day, I just can't wait for this fight to happen. September can't come soon enough for me. I want to see great fighters put on great fights. Whether my guy or the other guy or anybody loses or wins, doesn't matter to me. I just want to see a great fight. I think it's going to be a great fight. So I'm going for Crawford to win this fight. But if he loses, he loses. Simple as that. I mean, he tried and he lost. There's nothing, there's no shame in that. I don't think he's going to lose. And if Canelo loses, he loses. Okay? I mean, he's had a great career. So has Crawford. They both had great careers. And now they're going to be challenging themselves. A lot of people are saying, oh, Canelo's taking, this is not a good fight for Canelo. This is not easy. It's not going to be an easy fight for Canelo. As a matter of fact, this is the toughest fight in Canelo's career. And at the end of the day, you really got to give Canelo some props for actually taking this fight, because this is the most dangerous fight. I mean, he could have continued fighting the Munguias and the Riders of the world. You know, these fighters are the Belangas of the world. But I guess he decided, you know, with a little nudge from Crawford and Turki Alalshikh to, you know, put on this historic match. Okay, and I'm glad, you know, that they basically convinced him to go ahead and make this fight. The fact that he's making it is a testament to him, and I congratulate him on his decision to take on this historic fight, because this is what boxing needs. Okay, boxing doesn't need Jake Paul versus Canelo. Okay, what it needs is Crawford versus Canelo. These are the fights that boxing needs to get back on his feet. You know, and it looked like the Sheikh is doing his part to make this happen, regardless of what their haters are out there spewing their nonsense and their vitriol against the man. Okay, calling him Jive Turkey and all this nonsense. I mean, you know, these people have no, you know, these people just don't. They don't even deserve these fights, really. Okay, they don't have any kind of, you know. I mean, I don't even know what to call these people. Okay, the man is putting on historic matches in boxing, and all they can do is try to, you know, soil his name and to call him names and all of this. Okay, you know, no gratitude whatsoever for the matches that, I mean, we're getting stacked cards. People paying $25 pay-per-view for stacked cards that we couldn't even dream of getting before. We couldn't even dream of it. Without Turki Alalshikh, none of these fights would have happened. Okay? None. But these people, all they can do is call the man's name and disrespect his name. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, they're going to be who they are. They're just haters. And when the lion roars, the haters tremble and shake. So with that said, I'm going to leave it there. This is TBE Boxing saying, I'm out.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak.
On my life.
And he stayed at 147.
You would not stop me. You would not stop me.
Okay.
You're crazy. You quit smoking on. Hey.
Got the money for minutes, pretty bitch, gotta show me titties. This is the life that I chose, huh? On the block with the pole, huh? This is the life that I chose, huh? On the block with the pole, huh? Just like before Richard, huh? And I got the glitzy, you gonna ball me, I'ma make you get it. I'ma make you get it.